Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here, and today's game playing some Lux in the mid lane. So let's go ahead here and grab ourselves a Doran's Ring, 2 health potions, and the Warning Trinket, and head onto lane. As you guys can see as well, we have the Steel Legion Lux skin, which is probably my favorite skin for Lux, but it's honestly the only one I have for her, so that's probably why I'm using it. And in all seriousness, I wouldn't really want any other skin for her, because this is the only one I actually like all that much. The other ones are just kind of if you know what I mean, so... that's why we're using it here. And I have many things to talk about in today's video, so of course I will do my usual rundown of the champion, explaining the strengths and weaknesses and how you can utilize those pieces of knowledge to find the best results of the champion. But throughout any sort of downtime in the game, I will be mentioning a few things. Considering I have downtime now, I may as well mention one of the less important things, but definitely one of the things I want to get out of the way as soon as the video gets started, which is the team. So we've got Green Eggs and Sam playing Lucian, AD carry, Mitchell GG playing Pantheon top, Wrecked by Drek playing Vi jungle, and then Baryana Grande playing as Nautilus support. It's looking like we're against a Poppy top, Zyra support, Vayne AD carry, Ahri mid, and then Sejuani jungle. So in lane against Ahri, although it might be a little bit of a rough lane once she hits 6, because she can dodge my skill shots, which all of my spells are, very easily. Before then, I feel like I get a bit of an edge because my range is a bit longer, so I can poke her from a distance with my E and shit like that, whereas she can't really do much about that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my... my Ian. Oh, that's cool. Another thing I want to mention here while we're still early in the game and nothing's going to distract me is you guys might notice a bit of things being slightly different about this video, but you can't really exactly explain what it is, whether it's the visuals, the audio, a mixture of everything. If you do notice something like that, that's because I'm using a different program to record. I've been using Shadowplay for over a year now, but most recently I've switched to OBS because although I used to use it for just streaming exclusively, I'm going to be using it now for recording as well, because it turns out it's a really good program, and I didn't realize it was a good program for recording as well as just streaming. I thought it was literally only good for streaming, so that's been pretty cool that I've figured that out. But also, Shadowplay was just being weird, really weird recently. I don't really know how to explain what was being weird about it. It's just something... I mean, I can explain it, but frankly, the details aren't significant. It's just something you guys might be aware of, that it was being weird. So, I'll leave that as is. So, yeah, if you see anything different about this video, go ahead and let me know whether you like it better than, Shadowplay recordings, or you like it worse, or if it's no different whatsoever. I don't really mind what you say, just I'll love to hear some feedback so I can figure out whether this is a good decision to try out OBS or not. And this Ahri is harassing me quite a bit with her spells, but I'm harassing her as much as I can back. And there you go, that bind's gonna hit. And yeah, she's training more damage onto me than I'm training onto her. However, she's out of mana. She has a mana potion though, and I've got a health potion ticking, so I'm doing okay. I missed that minion, unfortunately. Ooh, dodged that. Another thing I want to mention here while we're still early in the game is I've got, I think, well, 7 or 8, depending upon if you include this champion or not. 8 if you include Lux, but very few champions left to go before I've covered every single champion at least once. And I'm really looking forward to completing that milestone, because when I started my channel over 2 years ago, March of 2013, well, when I started that channel, my goal was to cover every single champion at least once. And I have more or less completed that, except for those 8, Lux being one of them, so 7 more after this video. And the thing is with these last few champions I've never covered, I don't know, maybe some people will disagree, but I think the general public will agree with me, they're kind of lame. And I'm going to go ahead and list off a few of them. I might miss some here, of course, but if you count it all up, I might hit all of them, actually. Ryze is one of them. I have to do Kayle, I got to do Karma, I've got to do Zyra, I've got to do Lulu, Zillion, Kayle. I think I already said Kayle though, but I'm not totally sure. But those are a few of them. I might be missing some, of course, but I feel like I hit on most of them there. And I don't know, like, if you notice the trend there, they're mostly, like, half of them are supports to get started with. And you guys know me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind supporting, but I think it's my least favorite role, so I'll do it. I just don't really enjoy it that much, because unless you're playing like a really fun support like Blitzcrank or Thresh or someone who can make plays, I just find the role extremely boring. That's just my personal preference. I just don't really care for the role very much, so I prefer not to play it over other roles. And with champions like Zyra, Zillion, what have you, you can actually go mid lane, right? Although it's not very good, it can be done, and it's decently effective to the point where you can find success. And so that brings up the question, for those champions that can support but can also go mid, would you prefer to play them in their best role, being support, or mid lane? Because I think mid lane would be a much more exciting video, and I could probably do a whole lot more stuff and have more fun with the video. But as far as like being professional and showing off what the champion's best at and all that, it's not going to be going for that, right? A support video would make a whole lot more sense for champions like Zyra and Zillion and Lulu, who are much better at that role. So that brings up the question once again. Go ahead and answer this in the questions or in the comment section below as well, guys. Do you think you would rather see me play Lulu, Zyra, Zillion, Karma in support or mid? Go ahead and comment that. For some of those, I guess Lulu, I could probably do top lane because top lane Lulu is pretty popular. But for the rest of them, I'm probably doing the mid. So yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on that. I'm missing a lot of minions. I'm sorry, guys. That's embarrassing, but it's looking like Ahri actually based because she's not showing herself in a while. So I'm going to go ahead and try and push this as best as I can. And yeah, I may as well mention a bit about Lux's stuff, I guess, while we're just getting some downtime here. First thing you should know about Lux is, although she's actually a pretty strong mid laner, I'd say she's a little bit underrated because of her damage output being so good. Her AoE is good, her range is amazing. She does have some flaws. Of course, her base HP is really low, so she's really squishy. She kind of makes up for it with her shield, which I hate playing against because it's a double shield. So you think you break the shield and you're getting some damage down, then next thing you know, another shield pops, and it's just like, oh, please, anything but this, right? So the shield is really good for blocking a lot of damage. That kind of makes up for her low base HP a little bit, but not entirely. So it's a little rough to play as Lux sometimes because you are very squishy. Another thing to keep in mind is, although her cooldowns aren't exactly long, they're not exactly short either. Her Q is like 14 seconds here, her E is like 9, and of course her ultimate has a very short cooldown compared to most ultimates, but her other spells have quite a long cooldown, so once you unload your entire rotation of spells, you've got to wait for at least a good few seconds before you can get your rotation off again, unlike other mages who can get a constant damage output for the most part. Right, so that's something to keep in mind when playing her. It looks like we actually snuck Dragon there, so not bad. But in this lane here, I'm not really looking to try and kill Ahri, because if I toss out a skill shot like my Q, and I miss, that gives her leeway to go and try and fight me. So what I'm doing here is I'm just poking her down as best as I can with like my E. Of course, I missed that one, so it makes me look like a fool. But I'm just poking her down as best as I can, trying to miss any important skill shots, because that will give her leeway to engage on me. And if she puts herself in a bad spot, I can then catch her with my abilities and then go off of that. And I'm gonna miss a minion here. Whoopsies. Can I get some damage off on her? I can. And I'm behind a minion here, so she can't hit her charm. I'm going to take a Q for that, but I still managed to get my passive proc off, which I guess you can say acts as another spell, so you get some more damage output off. But once you get off all your rotation of all your spells and an auto attack off, you still got another few seconds to go before you get another rotation off, which kind of inhibits your damage output a little bit, but it's not too bad. But yeah, you'll notice you're maxing the E. Reason being, as your main damage source, it's really easy to hit. In a lot of cases, as long as you have good aim, it's almost impossible to dodge. I know personally when I'm playing against Lux, I have a really hard time dodging it because I physically can't, because the range on it is so good and the blast radius on it is so massive. So yeah, it flies out really quick too, so it's really hard to avoid. Unless you have some sort of mobility spell, it's, I wouldn't say impossible to dodge, but it's very tough. And like, see, even with Ahri's movement speed buff, because I kind of had an idea where she was going to go, it made it really easy for me to just hit it. And yeah, I think I'm trying to play this way. I'm going to go back here because I'm out of mana, I'm kind of low on HP, and I just don't really see any reason for me to stick around. And you'll notice here I didn't really ward much, but reason being is because I wasn't really in any danger. I had my flash available, and I had my shield available, and I was never really overextended past this point. I was always at least in the middle lane, if not further, closer to my turrets, so I was pretty safe. For my first item, I'm going to go for Athene's. Reason being is pretty straightforward, honestly. I like Athene's for Lux because it's a mana regen item, which you definitely need. I mean, you guys saw how low I was on mana towards the end of that, so definitely a mana regen item. And so that brings up the question, go Morello's or Athene's? Some people like both. I personally do not. I think just one is fine. She looks like she got blue buff, actually. And Vi took ours, so I'm going to be at a slight disadvantage in this lane, but that should be okay for me because I am up in CS by a decent amount, actually. And I'm going with Athene's because I'm against an AP. And to add on to that, I think they actually have, yeah, they have a Zyra, they've got a Sejuani, so they have a decent amount of magic damage. So having the Athene's is going to be really beneficial, whereas if I was against like an AD mid or a really low magic damage team, I probably, oopsies, that is awkward. I probably would have gone for Umbrellonomicon, because it does give you more AP, and if you don't need the magic resist, why bother? So dodging the charm there, so that cooldown's down. I'm going to shield myself here, try and block some damage, and try to get close enough to possibly hit something. I did hit the bind. And there's some nice damage. I'm going to win that trade, not by much, but definitely by something, and that is good for me, because I do have health potions to work with. She went for the flask, I just noticed that. Dodging the Orb of Deception. I should be able to hit the E here. I did. You can see, even if she moved away at the very second I paused my E out, it's still not quick enough for her to avoid that ability, because it's just got such a nice blast radius, so it's really helpful. So I'm going to go over here. I'm actually going to ward up just a little bit. One last thing I do want to mention here, while we're still in the laning phase and there's not going to be too many distractions, is I don't know how many of you actually follow Reddit and all that, but there's been some drama on Reddit recently, and a lot of people have been asking me, like in YouTube messages and stuff, like if I contributed in any of that crap, and if what my thoughts are and all that stuff. So first of all, if anyone's familiar with it, no, I did not contribute to that group. I'm not really... One thing many people may know about me, but some of you may not, depending upon if you've been following me for a while or not, is I wouldn't say I'm a shy person. If I have something to talk about, I'll talk. But I just don't tend to go out of my way to talk to people very often. I'm very introverted. I just kind of stick to myself quite a bit, so I don't really tend to try to become a big part of social groups very often. I'm pretty happy just, being on my own, being a bit of a loner. And some people may frown upon that, but if you frown upon that, I guess you still understand it, because it's just kind of how I am as a person. So no, I was not part of that group that was doing all that stuff. And if for anyone wondering what they actually did, as far as I know, I watched a few videos because I was just a little bit interested, but not super interested. But as far as I know, they didn't really... There wasn't really much proof. There was just more accusations. There was a few pieces of proof, like Twitter posts and Skype group stuff, but a lot of it was just accusations. And so as far as I know, what happened is this select few of people, which I'm not going to say their names because that's just free advertising, and if they did do these terrible things, then, I don't really want them to get free advertising, so I'm not going to mention their names. But if you know who they are, you know who they are, and me saying their names is not going to change anything. But essentially, apparently what they did was they were working with What the Fast, which is a program I was considering working with, or a website I was considering working with, but I don't think I'm going to now because I found out that their site is actually a complete scam. They don't really provide you anything, so it's not really worth your time at all. So don't go with What the Fast. I'm going to say that for starters. Their sites or their program doesn't really do anything for you. Next thing I want to mention is, so apparently the entire group was like working with them, despite the fact that they knew full well that What the Fast doesn't actually provide you anything. It's actually the opposite of helpful for the most part. Let's get that auto off. And she actually popped her ulti there, so that's good. And popped all of her charges too, so that makes it really easy for me to hit my ulti. I've been holding to my ult because I've been thinking, okay, if I just ult, she's just going to dash away. Got him. In the shield. Ooh, just barely lived that. Ahri played that pretty well, but I played it better, so that's really nice for me. Yeah, the ignite on her and my shield blocking her ignite damage and my ult, just all that combination just destroyed her. So I'm going to clear this wave, and I'm going to go back to base. I wanted to clear that wave because I was, of course, a siege minion. I don't want to miss that, but I managed to pick that up, so not too bad for me. Unfortunately, it looks like my team is losing on the grand scale of things, so I need to make some plays, roam the map a little bit, but because I have a lead now, it's a lot safer for me to be able to do that. Before then, it was a little bit risky, so I just didn't really want to bother. I'm going to get an Amplifying Tome, and I'll build onto something later on. Not totally sure just what yet. I'll get some health potions as well. So yeah, that's like the first thing that people were complaining about with this group, is what they were working on, or working with What the Fast, all sponsored by What the Fast. And I'm not saying that anybody working with What the Fast is immediately a bad guy. So by no means am I saying that. So don't take the wrong idea here. Some people were just unaware, like I was for the longest time. I was considering working with them because they were quite popular. But a few people, a select few, did actually know full well that What the Fast was literally a scam. So and they were happy to work with them. So that's where the first issue comes from. The next issue, as far as I know, was apparently the select few people were abusing Reddit's system to get their videos really popular on the front page of Reddit's League subreddit and all that. And we're also, looks like Poppy's actually going to dive top lane. I'm coming up to help him. But yeah, some people were doing that. Some people were also thumbing down stuff that just literally wasn't theirs because they wanted their videos to be on the top of the subreddit. So yeah, not cool. And let's see, can we kill Poppy here? I'm thinking if I hit the E here, she's probably going to be slowed enough that I can hit her. Nah, I missed. She's too fast. What I'll do here is I'm going to push into turret, though, just to make sure she misses minions. And what the heck? That was super awkward. Well, let's pretend that didn't happen here, guys. And they're pushing mid here, but I've got Vi there, and I'm pushing in top, trying to... Okay, she needs my help. Yeah, okay, I'm going to leave. I don't have enough wave clear to push this with just my E. That's another problem with Lux. Like, I have one wave clear spell. My other ones, like, my Q is not very good for wave clear. My ulti, I don't want to waste that on just a turret. Or not a turret, a mini wave, so... It's a little bit irritating, but whatever. Looks like they did a lot of pressure to my turrets. So that's no good for me, but... If we can get into a fight here where we get a lineup, my ulti can be extremely effective. And it looks like they're overextending to our jungle here, so maybe we can get a catch on them. Okay, ulti's on Vayne. Uh-oh. I'm gonna flash the charm. I don't want to get hit by that. Alright, looks like we lost that fight in the grand scale of things, but I tried to do my best to defend the turret simultaneously fighting them, and that's not an easy task. But I managed to save a turret. Ahri is out of mana actually as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and push this up. There's some nice damage on her as well. So yeah, apparently that group was doing stuff with Reddit where they would thumb up stuff they liked and the stuff that was theirs, which I guess is fine, honestly. I mean, I don't say that's a big deal, but apparently it's against the rules to thumb up your friend's stuff just because. And they're also making other accounts to dislike stuff, apparently. Again, a lot of accusations, not much solid proof of that, but I don't really know. That's just the drama. Honestly, I don't really care that much about it, but I just thought some people wanted to... Some people were asking me about it, people were asking me if I was a part of it, so I just want to make sure it's clear. Obviously, no, I was not part of that, and I don't really... Like, I think if any of these things are true, they did these things, they're wrong, obviously, then that's a shame. These people did that, but... I mean, that's them. That's their deal. And I just don't really concern myself with what other people are doing that much. I kind of just focus on myself, what I'm doing, make sure I'm doing the right thing, and that's all that really matters to me all that much. I don't really I don't really worry about what other people are doing. If it's wrong, right? It's like, that's their deal. If they want to do something wrong and get in trouble for it, that's their deal. I don't really care. So, yeah. That's that. So, in this game here, it's looking like we're down, actually, but if I can pressure this mid turret, I can not only alleviate pressure from the other lanes, because Sejuani's going to come in here and stop me, and their team's going to have to gangbang me, but also I'll be able to get this turret and get a goal for my team, and yeah, alleviating pressure from the other lanes and putting it all on mid is not a bad idea. So there's some nice damage onto Ahri. I thought that was going to hit me, but it didn't, obviously. Need some more damage. Ooh, I missed Ahri. Someone's pinging me to be careful, like there's danger or something, but I really want the siege minion, so I'm going to get that first and then back off. Yep, there's Sejuani. Alright, see ya, Sej. Don't know what the hell you're doing. That was just dumb. Hit the bind, combo my EMI ultimate, and then she is gone. Very nice. Good pings from our Vi, letting me know that Sejuani was coming. So I'm going to get this pink ward down and go from there. Our CS is actually really high, 144 at like 17 minutes, so not bad. And if Nautilus hits the hook, we might be able to kill this Ahri, but it's a definite maybe. He doesn't have any stacks here, so I'll take this minion. Can I hit the Ahri? I can, actually. See, that was more or less max range. And I'll shield Nautilus here. Protect him from that ignite from Zyra, so not bad. Zyra used a lot and we managed to save our Nautilus, and unfortunately I missed that, so that's a shame. Actually, I gotta be careful here. I'll shield myself block damage from the plants. And if they all gangbang mid, I'm actually gonna ulti the wave, because I just do not want to have them pressure my lane whatsoever. Alright, nice damage on Ahri as well. Auto this before it hits the turret. There we go. Uh-oh, I'm gonna take some damage here. Yeah, I messed up. Yeah, I got hit by the charm, and that's just gonna change me dying. That was my mistake. I didn't have my shield available, and I was low on mana, so I couldn't really combo my spells the way I wanted to, so my bad there. However, I think we might be able to afford items towards our Lune's Echo, which I really like on Lux, because it gives me that extra movement speed. And movement speed means I can dodge skill shots and shit more easily, which is really important against their team. And to add on to that, obviously AP is good. And when I finish the item, the extra damage output makes... I'm not really totally sure whether it's like as much damage as Rabadon's as my second item, but I know it's a lot of damage, so if it's even somewhat close to being as much as Rabadon's, that's pretty good for me because I get the movement speed as well, so that'll be nice. And they're actually going to take 2 turrets of mine while my team gets top lane, so if they get this turret, that is a worthwhile trade. However, if they don't, we have definitely got the worst end of this, and it's looking like they're going to kill Nautilus here. And their entire team's on their way as well, so you guys got to be really careful. Vayne's bottom, so I don't have to worry about her. I'm just going to try and clear this as best as I can. And possibly draw my team top lane. If not, just get this mid turret. Okay. Yeah, I need to roam more this game, but as Lux is, I find it's... You can roam and get your ulti snipes off, but I don't find it very effective normally, and damn, our team got wrecked. I mean, it can be effective, but if they know you're coming, they're just going to catch you, because Lux is pretty easy to catch. Squishy, unmobile, all that stuff. So I don't like roaming through that much, but it can work. It's just not something I like doing. I prefer just to push lane, get a lot of CS, get really strong, and just siege mid constantly. Okay, I missed all my spells there, so that's no good. And I'm pretty sure I'm getting caught here. I'm going to flash the knock up. Nope. Okay, get out of my face. Jesus. Okay, she was actually all alone, so that makes it very strange that she was going for me. What the hell is that build? I just noticed that. Yeah, she was just going for me all alone, which is very strange. Okay, Ahri's here. She probably has ulti, so I'm going to be very, very careful. I see Sejuani coming from the bottom side river here. I got Nautilus with me, but Nautilus isn't doing so hot this game, so I don't consider that much of a benefit here. But it looks like they're actually on Dragon. I'm coming over. Can we catch the Sejuani here? If Nautilus gets the auto off, she's going to be snared. There's the snare. But it doesn't look like we can keep up with her. I'm going to get this pink ward because I'm just way too far back to help. And actually, Vayne's coming in here. Can we get the Vayne? We can. Can we get the Sejuani? There's a double kill for me. Really nice, guys. And there's actually the bind hitting. Ooh, and I'll let Lucian clean that one up, because I don't think I can get close enough. Can the culling kill him? Nope, he cannot. That's a shame. Oh, hello. What the hell are you doing here? Alright, I did not see Zyra there, so my bad on that one. However, we managed to get that pink ward and a few kills for ourselves, so not too bad. We're sitting at 5-1, so we're definitely catching up. However, getting all these kills has put a big target on my head, so it's not going to surprise me if their team decides to completely gangbang me constantly now. They do have the ability to throw Sejuani ultis at me. Ahri's going to be pretty easy to avoid as long as I can dodge her charm, because her damage output until she has about 3 items is really, really low right now. And Poppy's going to be an issue. So yeah, Poppy's definitely going to be a problem, because if she just ults me, I'm pretty screwed, honestly. Oh, get away from me. Uh-oh. Please. Team. Team. Guys, please, help me. Okay, oh. Okay, I did not need to ulti there. I thought they wouldn't do enough damage, but they did. So my bad there. But they managed to save me, so thank you, team, for the save. That's really good. I'm actually gonna go bottom here and get the farm, because it looks like they want to pressure mid, and I'm just way too low to contribute. And I think they got the turret regardless anyways. They have 2 kills. So yeah, I'll just get this. What the hell's going on in chat? Alright, so I have a lot of gold to spend now, so I'll pick up... Actually, I'll push one more wave. Oopsies. Oh, am I gonna miss this now? Nope, good. And I'll also eat this, because I don't think I can get my auto off in time. Alright. God, this chat is so troll. Alright, I'll pick up my Lunans now, and I'll also grab a new Solid Rod towards Rabadons, if not Hourglass, because both of which would be really good for me. I'm going to upgrade my ward to get this, because I like warding as Lux. I don't really want to sweep wards, or I guess the other option would be to get the blue trinket, or get like a pink ward, something like that. I've already got my pink ward placed around Baron, and I think the upgraded double ward would be really nice for me. So not a bad game for us. Unfortunately, we lost all our mid lane turrets besides the inhib turrets, but this turret mid is really low, and it's looking like he's giving me blue. So I really appreciate that. Thanks, man. That's gonna really help me out. And there we go. I do a lot of damage because I have that Luna's Echo, so my damage output is astounding. So I'm gonna go here and just try and push mid, try and get this turret. But as you can see, I've got a few items now, but my E is on like a 6-second cooldown, so it's like my only AoE spell besides my ult, of course. And my Q is more of just a CC. It does damage, but it's not the kind of CC I'm necessarily looking for. But I got the turret now, so that's really good. And my team's in a fight, so I'm going to try and join them and help out. But it's going to be tough because it's looking like Lucian's already dead. Yeah. But Ahri is low, and if I can hit ult... Wow, that didn't hit? Are you serious? I thought that was on target, but I guess not. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to run at her. Don't ping me, fuck you. Alright, we'll see ya. I put it the way she would escape, which is downwards, and she didn't go downwards. She was kind of surrounded by, problems. She went down, she hit my E, she went up, she's running away from their safety, so she pretty much had nowhere to go. So I managed to clean that up. So we're down here. Dragon's up in 3 minutes, so yeah, I'll just get war around Dragon area, I guess. I mean, these wards are going to expire before then, but still, having vision at the bottom river is probably more important than top river at this stage in the game. And Poppy's just pushing my mid lane. Get out of here with that shit. Uh-oh. Is she going for me? Yeah, you're going for me, and that's annoying. Do you mind, bitch? Fuck, she killed me. I didn't think she was going to kill me. I thought I was going to be able to get my shield off in time, but I was wrong. However, I do have Rabadons now, so that's going to be really nice for the extra damage output. But I definitely need to get an Hourglass next, because I need that armor for Poppy. And I guess Vayne as well. Vayne is decently strong. So I'm going to need that armor. But yeah, team's definitely struggling this game. Lucian's doing okay, but the rest of the team, I mean, 2-8, 1-3, 1-4, they're really having a rough time, so we have to do the best we can to keep us in the game, just by clearing waves, putting pressure on the map, and not dying. That's really what we need to do right now. We have 3 dragons, actually, so if we get all 5, we'll be in a really good spot. So yeah, next one's up in 2 minutes here, and my team is going for a fight on Ahri here. If they get the catch on her and CC her to death, they did not kill her. Yeah, that's gonna make them lose the fight. If you're gonna catch somebody like that, not only is it important to have all your members there, because otherwise you get overwhelmed like that, but it's also important that if you do catch someone, you kill them. But they chained the Pantheon stun, the Vi ulti, the Nautilus CC, but they didn't actually manage to kill anybody, so that's gonna make it really tough for me to defend this base unless I have to use ulti. In which case, I could probably defend it pretty easily, but only for that single wave or two. And it doesn't look like they're pressuring it, actually. And I don't see them heading towards Barons, so I have no idea what their plan of attack is here. It's very odd, but... Nope, they're on Baron. Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Baron, see what I can do to kind of alleviate this threat. In fact, I might just ulti on top of them. Oh, it's already gone. Okay, well... Now, I might be able to catch somebody, but it's going to be tough. Might be able to catch Vayne or something. Let's just kill Vayne. I got the surround on her. If we go fast, we can catch up to her and catch her. Gonna shield Lucian in case Vayne decides to do any damage. Poppy's coming from the side there, but I still think we can collapse on her because I am on this side of her. Get this bitch off me. Alright, well, she's so fast. Oh, the stun coming out. The flash. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get her. That's a shame. Yeah, Vayne's very fast with that Phantom Dancer of hers. And I'm just not speedy enough to keep up. I need to get my spell pen boots some faster. Maybe I'll get those next instead of Hourglass. But Dragon's up in 25 seconds. They have Barons, so it's gonna be very tough to compete with that. Unless, of course, they misposition, in which case it's very easy to compete because 4v5 or 5v whatever, we're fine. But I think I'm actually getting caught here. I'm not totally sure, but I'm alone and I don't have vision of this general area, so it's not surprised if they did show up there, but they didn't, luckily. But yeah, maybe we can just burn the dragon, honestly. Sejuani's there, but if we get the smite, we get the dragon, so. Shield my team here. Are we breaking off of it? Looks like we are. Oh my god, I'm very dead. Okay, I'm not dead. That's good. And Poppy's gonna kill me. Never mind, I am dead. Yeah, our team just got destroyed there. Not much I could have really done, honestly. I mean, I could have got my ulti off, but it wouldn't have killed anybody. It would have just done some AoE damage to a few targets. And I was hoping for that lineup so that I can hit more than just 2 people, if not 1. But they never really saw that, so that's unfortunate for us. However, Zyra's gonna blow everything to hit no one, so at least we got that going for us. Let's pick my spell pen boots here. Vayne is not gonna go down, nor is Poppy. Yeah, they're just gonna tank our turrets. So yeah, they definitely get the lead there. But Sejuani, what? She didn't go down. The last tower hit was midair. That's so stupid. All right, well, it looks like they might go for my blue next. I'm gonna run there and see if she healed. Damn. I was hoping I could maybe snipe somebody, but I don't think I'm gonna be there in time. Yeah, the range isn't quite good enough to look at the mini map. So that is a damn shame. This game's still winnable if we play the game right, but it's gonna be tough considering I guess as a team we've made too many mistakes. Yeah, I need to be able to poke at them too, because I got a lot of poke. Yeah, they took my blue as well. It's gonna make it really tough for me to do much, but if I manage to get myself a Hourglass, I think I'll be pretty well off against their Poppy and all that. That was a really good Sejuani ulti. It locked me up for so long. Really? Wow. I did all that work just so you can take the last hit. Now I can take my CS mid. Lag. Yeah. Sure, buddy. Sure. Whatever. And did they have a catch here? Looks like they do have a catch. Okay. Very awkward time to fight, but alright. There's the ulti going off. Alright, we got a kill onto him. And I couldn't hit anybody. Shitty. Okay. I was hoping to hit anybody over there, honestly. And we're gonna actually get this catch on Zyra. Oh, we got the catch on Ahri as well. Kill this bitch. Oh my god, she dashed away from my skill shots. Shield Pantheon in case the bad happens. Vayne's just pushing bottom, but I think Lucian should be able to get to base and deal with it. Uh-oh. Watch out. Got the lineup, hit them both. Oh my god, I suck. I missed fucking Poppy there, man. That's so sad. I messed that up. I should have hit Poppy. Alright, well I hit Ahri. And I'm in range. Nice. That's a kill. Okay. Alright, well if I can just push this out and possibly get a mid-turret, I might be okay. Got my ulti in a few seconds here as well, so that's gonna help. Uh-oh. Alright, there's one kill. Okay, avoided that. Actually, no, she's got Banshees, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm just overwhelmed. I really wanted to get that pressure in that turret, but it just couldn't be done. I'm trying to get things done for the team, but we're just so behind. It's really tough. Yeah, alright. I guess Pantheon ulted bottom. Alright. Yeah, this game's really tough, guys. I'm doing what I can to stay positive and find the way we can win this game, but I really feel like dealing with their entire team being fed is very rough. I mean, I dumpstered this Ahri in lane. I mean, I didn't shit on her super early, but I definitely won lane. I'm up like 100 CS or so, so I'm doing the best I can, try and win us this game, but it's very tough. Very tough game. But it's looking like we might get this mid turret if my team continues to pressure and they continue to not respond. They're going for the dive here on Ahri, actually, and I don't know if that's going to work. She has Hourglass, but if they manage to CC her enough before she gets it off, which they did, they're going to get the kill. The culling coming out. Not doing so much damage, but doing some. But yeah, my team's getting destroyed now. Pantheon and Nautilus down. And I'm not there either, so that makes things even tougher. In fact, I need to go bottom because otherwise we lose our base. So I'll just go over there and try and deal with this. And possibly save us this turret. Okay. We managed to save that turret, so that's good, but unfortunately, we lost quite a bit. They're probably going to get Baron right now, so... They don't have Baron, what the heck? Thought they have Baron for sure. Guess they didn't go for it. Can I hit the bind? Nope, it's out of range. I feel like she's trying to bait me. I'm gonna get some wards down. And hello. Alright, well, not in there. Alright, cleared that wave. Yeah, once you get to this late game stage, you have a lot of AP. Your E, it pretty much clears the entire wave for you. Whatever it doesn't take out, your Luden's Echo will, which is really nice, so... That's one of the reasons why I really like this item. Yeah, see that? Just clears the entire wave. It's awesome. And pretty soon here I can form my Hourglass, which I'm really looking forward to, because that's going to allow me... Oh, hello. There's a fight. But yeah, it's going to allow me to pretty much save myself if I ever get caught. And there's going to be a nice combo. I know it wasn't going to kill anybody, but I knew I would at least hit a lot of targets, and that's really significant. Can I get out of this CC lockup? It looks like I can. Vayne is... Oh my god, please. Just kill Vayne. Alright, well, that's a damn shame. We didn't kill anybody. We got a lot of damage down, but unfortunately, not enough to kill anybody. I'm just gonna go bot lane here. And clear the farm. Oh! Yeah, I don't know about this, guys. I mean, I can maybe get my ulti in there, but... Alright, I got one of them. Yeah, I'm missing everything. Come on, guys. If the Pantheon hits the ulti here, Poppy's dead. Damn, Poppy's just so fast. It's unfortunate. Did we get Dragon at least? No, we did not. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But can they kill? Oh my god, they're diving so deep. I want to save my team here, but no, he's dead. Okay, well. Can Lucian save our base at least? Okay, I'm gonna ulti top lane here. I wanna make sure it's in range to hit the entire thing. Actually, I don't think I need to even ulti. Yeah, I'll just clear it like that. Yeah, I can't get the siege. That's a shame. Alright, well, cleared all of that, and I got myself an Hourglass now. Maybe I can get Void Staff as, or not as well in this back, but pretty soon as well, which will be really nice. because I do need that extra magic pen. So I'll sell Doran's Ring, get myself a Void Staff, and go from there. So yeah, Void Staff next would be really good for me. Abyssal would also be a good choice, but considering I'm not trying to be close to them, and Abyssal needs to be in range to actually lower their resists, or their magic resist, yeah, it's not going to be that good for Lux. Whereas I already have Athenes as well, so I have some magic resist, so I'm going to be okay in that department. I just think I need the extra damage from Void Staff. Alright, yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage now, so that's good. Can we do some damage to her, at least get our Banshees down? Yep, get our Banshees. Okay. Oh, there's the catch. I'm not gonna get the auto though, because if I get the auto, she's gonna be in range to. Oh god. Uh-oh, this is bad. I'm gonna flash away. Alright, Pantheon wasn't there either. That kind of sucks. But managed to get a lot of damage down on them. Just not enough to kill anybody. Again. Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I hit an ulti on multiple people, so that's something at least. So maybe I'll hold off their siege a little bit, because they are possibly chunked. No, doesn't look like they're chunked at all. Well, damn it. Alright, her QSS is down. They're actually diving us right now, so that's not smart by them. Can I hit the Q? I can! Very nice. And maybe we can kill Sejuani here. Alright, there's the double. There's the triple. Alright. We win! Can we possibly push mid here and defend our base, please? Like, they got 3 down. We should be able to get this turret here. Come on, Nautilus, join us. Let's get this turret. Oh. Baron's not up, is it? It's up? What? No, it's not up. Come on, guys. Look at the Baron. It's not up. There's no way. Yeah, it's not up. Come on, let's get mid lane. Please. If Baron was up, they wouldn't have had it in that last fight. Silly fools. Alright, we wasted a lot of time, but if I need to, I can ulti the wave to make sure that we get it. But we really need this turret. Desperately. There we go. Alright, that should be enough damage to help if I get that. Avoid the Sej ult. And I'm trying to shield my team here. But you can see I'm just kind of running out of spells. Alright, helped out a little bit, but not much. Lucian's on his way, but I don't think it's going to change much. Because we are outnumbered. But we might be able to get some damage on Sejuani here. She is down an ultimate. Okay, I saw that go off, but I think she's going to be out of my range for my next ability. Yeah, she is. It's a damn shame. Cannot hit Ahri. Oh, I'm probably dead, actually. That charm lasts so long. And I missed everyone. Sucks. Okay, come on, come to me, come to me. Okay, he died before I can get to him. Yeah, I'm dead before I can do anything. Yeah, Lucian died before I could get my shield on him, which sucks. And from there, I missed my ulti, so... Damn it, I suck. If I didn't miss that laser, I might have killed Poppy there, but unfortunately I missed it. I didn't time it quite right. Poppy's movement speed is so quick and so unpredictable because, of course, her movement speed does vary by her move W being on and off. So sometimes I'm predicting her to not have it on and I put it too slow or what have you. So this game's tough, but it's still winnable. We're down 18 kills and we're actually up a dragon. The turrets are actually surprisingly close. I mean, we've got... I'm not going to count it, but you guys can look at the map. I mean, we're only down 1 turret compared to them. That's actually not that far behind. And I'm getting to that late game luck stage where if I hit a single Q on anybody, they're dead. So that's a pretty huge advantage. I'm going to get these for the extra movement speed so I can move around a bit better. And I'll also get Elixir of Sorcery once I'm up for the extra damage output. And I think it gives you some cooldown? No, it's just bonus mana regen. It's the Elixir that you gave you last season that gives you the extra cooldown. So it's unfortunate I can't have that, but that's fine. Blue is not up. Damn you. Go Dragon Captain shit. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Alright, well, I'm dead before I can do anything. Can we kill this person, please? Guys? Alright, well, there's late game Vayne for you. Like, half the team's on Dragon, the other team, half the team is being killed by Vayne. Like, I missed my skill shots there, and I admit that's wrong, but it's really tough to hit them when Vayne's moving around so much invisible. Yeah, Vayne late game is pretty insane. I really hope they don't end the game so we can have a chance at still winning this, but it's going to be rough. Because this Vayne is so big. And if I hit my bind on her, it doesn't do much because she gives Mercurial Scimitar it or QSS it. So it's really tough to lock her down. And if she goes invisible, obviously I can't see her, so I can't hit the skill shot very easily. So this game is very rough. But still possible. It's still possible to win this game. They haven't taken our Nexus yet. Pantheon's ulti mid lane, alright, well. There you have it, boys. This Pantheon. Oh, man. Classic Mitchell GG. And yeah, my spells just gotta wait on them cooldowns. Yeah, my cooldown reduction. Okay, I could use some more cooldown reduction, I can admit that much, but I need damage more than I need cooldown reduction, I think. Is Baron up? Do they have it? They do have Baron. Well, that's a damn shame. They've got 2 inhibs and Baron advantage. Rough game, guys. Rough game to say the very least. I don't know what the hell Nautilus is doing there. Just take free damage for nothing, but what can you do? Do we have a catch here? It looks like we do. Maybe an Hourglass. I just don't want to die to Vayne. But we actually got 2 for 1 there. Only lost our Nautilus, but we got Ahri and Vayne. So that's actually extremely huge for us. And uh-oh. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, Poppy's going to kill me. But my team might be able to survive this, but I really doubt it, because Vi's off here, and they're killing our Lucian. So yeah, I think we've lost this one, guys. Yeah, Poppy destroyed me. Late game Poppy is just so insane because she has the ability to ulti one person, make it so that hello, so that only that person can attack her, and yeah, and when she's only able to be hit by one person but can go into the middle of 5, it's very tough to respond to that. So it's looking like we're gonna lose this one. I mean, of course, it's possible we still win, but that's only if the minions stop surviving, they just suicide or something, and then yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to do much to this Poppy. She's so incredibly tanky. So yeah, that's gonna be the game here, guys. Hopefully you guys liked it, regardless of the fact that I lost. I did my best to try and win this game and have a good attitude, regardless of the fact that I hate losing. I think many of you know that about me. I can't stand losing. So if you did like the video, make sure to drop a like rating because it really helps the video so much. Of course, make sure to respond to those things I asked you guys earlier in the commentary. And lastly, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one and hopefully wins because I like winning. And that's it here, guys. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
This is